Hey, this is Mellow with Lay Mediocrity. I'm playing Titan Souls for the very first time. It's kind of like Shadow of the Colossus mixed with Dark Souls. It's very brutal. It can be. I didn't know that. It's a little easy to begin with. These 4 bosses in the very first area. I thought it was going to be difficult, and I end up playing the first boss and beating him on sort of skill based, sort of accident, so we'll see what happens here. So it's kind of like Shadow of the Colossus because there are no other enemies except for bosses, and this boss is obviously a big gelatin jello dude with a heart inside of it, and every time you shoot your arrow it splits just like that. And what you want to do is split the one with the heart until the heart falls out and then shoot the heart. Now, if you could see it, it's kind of dropping this gelatin goo all over the place every time it bounces, and it slows you down. And if it slows you down, that's a bad thing because it can just jump on you. So you need to move quickly around the map as it's trying to jump on you, while simultaneously trying to cut that heart out of one of those blobs, and then hitting the heart with the arrow. There are only 2 buttons in the game. It's roll/run. If you hold the roll button, you run, and shooting the arrow. And the harder or longer you hold the arrow button, the harder and the stronger you'll shoot the arrow. You can either run over the arrow to get it back, or you can hold the arrow button to have it fly back to you, which is what I do most of the time. Not the best strategy. Anyway, you saw me just do that, right? Totally skill-based. First one. Had nothing to do with me actually watching a bunch of previews and seeing that boss fight over and over again. So I knew what to expect on that one. The second boss was a little different. That'll be coming up next. So here we've got the second boss, and you'll see me run into this door now. It's a weird dude. It's a cube with an eye on one side and a laser shoots out of the eye. He rolls around the map pretty fast, but only sticks to those square-based tiles. I died about 4 or 5 times before I just accidentally shot an arrow, and when I was bringing it back to myself, it just hit him in the eye. It was amazing. But you can watch me fail a few times here because that's what I do best. Fail over and over again. With just 4 bosses in and about 15, maybe 20 deaths, I welcome 100 more deaths. This game is so fun, and it was definitely worth every penny of the $14 I paid. I think it's like 13, 14 bucks for PS Plus members, 15 bucks normally or something, but there's a lot of content here, and it's super difficult. And if you like difficult games like Dark Souls and Shadow of the Colossus and that kind of thing, this is right up your alley, and I totally recommend it. See, I just beat that dude, and that was on accident. It was awesome. But with the bosses I'm at now, it's going to take a lot of skill, and it's going to take a lot of practice, so that's what I'm doing now. Totally recommend it. Pick it up if you have PlayStation or PC.